Hello, Shining Light. Today is a new day and it is another opportunity for you to be your best self. Today's video is about why going to the beach helps to mature your locks. The weather is turned warm. We are moving into summer. Vacations are being planned. The kids are out. A lot of us are making our way to the beach for vacation. If you are a beach baby like me, you like getting your suntan on, you like just basking in the sun and being near the water, then this video is for you. First of all, I'm going to make a disclaimer. My channel, Sadhana Health and Wellness, is not just a channel about locks, okay? If you're doing the most with your locks, if you are an influencer or you want to do like all the newest trendy styles and you're changing your hair up every other day or week or that sort of thing, then my channel may not be for you. However, if you come to me, if you've noticed this channel and you've come across it, hopefully you'll get something more out of it than just simple lock maintenance. And that's what these videos are about. My channel is about mind, body, and spirit. It just so happens that when I started my locks, they are a testament to my spiritual journey. They are low maintenance because I wanted low maintenance. I didn't want to be attached to my hair, constantly worrying about, let me tell you, if you've had loose natural, it is more work than any kind of perm, any kind of relaxer color, any of these updo style finger waves, whatever. My own hair was such a pain in the butt that I got to a place in my life where I just wanted her to do her thing, okay? Because she was going to do it anyway, and she's been doing it this whole time. So locks seemed like, I don't know, I had worn them with crochet before, and I loved the look. And it just seemed like, I went through some changes. It was time. And let me tell you, I have not regretted it one day. So if you want to listen about my journey, if you have, curly, fine hair that has a couple of different textures, just does what she wants, you are just doing just low maintenance, okay? Then please, yes, stay tuned. So I am a beach baby. I love going to the beach, okay? Now, the first time after I got my locks for rolling up on a year now, it'll be a year in August. I think I was about maybe 3 months in. Well, I went to the beach during that time, and let me tell you, my hair, that was the first time where my hair actually started to look like locks. Okay. Now we all know locks are formed from the expanding and the shrinking of your hair, especially when it gets wet. But here is what's amazing. Okay. It's the reason why islanders, their hair, when they're in Rasta culture or they wear locks, it's so beautiful and it locks so quickly, is because they're in the water. They're in the salt water. Now the salt water is purifying. We got saline, rinses for our nose. We put saline in our eyes. We take detox baths with salt. And you may be saying, okay, well, salt is drying. Won't that damage your hair? Well, salt in and of itself, it's really only drying in as much as if you're out in the elements. So yeah, you're on the beach. You're in the water, okay? You get out of the water. You're in the sun, you're cooking, you're baking up a little bit, there's wind. That's how, you start getting a little rough skin and wind blown is because you have all of these elements, the sun, the wind, the salt water, the getting in and out of the water, hydrating and rehydrating. But all of that, what it does is it starts to tangle your hair. When you're in that water, your hair is naturally getting tangled. Think about when you wash your hair when you have loose natural. You have to detangle it, right? So the same thing with your dreads. You get in the water splashing around, it gets tangled up. Then you sit out in this sun, okay? Your scalp is being cleansed and detoxified by not only the sun, right? But by the salt water that you've been in. And I mean, really afterwards, if you just let your hair dry, I mean, you don't even have to go through this heavy washing of it. You can just rinse it out, rinse the salt water out, let your hair dry and wrap it back up. So that's what I do. I go to the beach, you know, stay a few days, maybe even a week or longer, depends on how long my vacation is. But I have that daily, getting in the water, basking in the sun. And then you, if it's in your genetics, you may start to get that. Everybody's not going to get it, but you may get that sun-kissed look on your tips of your hair, or you may get streaks and your dreads may turn color. And that's just from the salt and the sun bleaching it. But we know that our well, I guess you want to call it live hair is technically dead, but our live hair and our shed hair is all tangled, all in here to make our dreads. And the more that we get it wet, you know, and have it dry, it contracts and expands, the more it will form and mature our dreads. So you could think, well, oh, why don't I just get some salt water and, you know, just squirt it on my hair, or you know, get in the bathtub. And you could do that. The problem is with us city dwellers, okay? This is why people on in the islands, they don't have these smells. Sometimes, you know, when your hair, if it hasn't dried, or your sweat is impure, or you haven't had a chance to clean your hair, you get this smell. It can either be stinky, or it could be musky. It could just be old hair smell. You hear beauticians talk about this all the time. People who've had weaves and even just regular old braids, you know, you can get a smell with your hair. And that's because you do not have that combination of elements that is purifying and cleansing your hair and your scalp. So what would you do? All right, squirt your hair down with some salt water. Oh, that's great. Or, you know, get in a bathtub with some salt water. You're going to need to go outside and be in the sun, in the wind. You need to let your hair completely dry before you try to go to bed with your satin bonnet, or, you know, walk around the house or do whatever, because you're just going to end up holding all of that in your hair, and you're just inside, like watching TV and just, you know, going about your day to day, going to work. It's not really great. So get out to the beach, okay? Get out to the beach if it's for you. If you get the sun on you, get the salt water in your hair. I mean, honestly, I sometimes just go out. I want to sun some more, so I just run out into the water, dunk my hair, fling it around, and then I go back and sit on my towel to finish, you know, just warming up or take a nap or whatever. But if you get to the beach, if you love the beach, if you don't, then again, this video is not really for you. You might want to find a creative way to recreate that in the city again. Saltwater bath, go hang out in the yard, or go to the park, or do whatever. But it's kind of not the same, which is why people who have dreads and they're in island culture, their dreads are so much different. So I hope you found this video helpful. I'm going to be at the beach pretty much every other weekend or every week if I can. Again, I love it. And my hair has we're in month 8 right now, and every day they are really getting heavy. Almost each time I go to the beach, you know, they gain more weight. And I know some of that is, you know, they're just becoming more stiff. They're becoming more defined. And just with this little bit, I can see why people who have, you know, hair down to their back, or even further down to the back of their knees or whatever, it's a lot of weight to carry. So that's a responsibility to think about, people, while you're, you know, wanting to grow your dreads. I'm going to grow mine as long as I can possibly grow them. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Get out, get to the beach, let your hair bask in all the sun and salt, and I guarantee you will see that your hair will change when you go to the beach. If you've got some experiences you want to talk about, please share them in the comments. If salt water has helped your hair out of going to the beach, you notice that it made your hair lock faster, yeah, leave a comment below. And again, subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. And stay tuned, hit the subscribe, that bell, if you want to know more about finding freedom holistically, mind, body, and spirit, through yoga, meditation, and just living life freely. We'll see you next time. Thank you.